Good day, everyone. It's me, Lily. Happy new start to a new week. We're in December of 2023, and this is the beginning of a new week. And I decided that I wanted to post another video. I posted two videos before in regards to dating and dating on dating apps. So please check them out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think and also any suggestions for future videos. So, this video, I want to speak about a hot topic that's going on in the media right now, social media. P. Diddy got called out basically from Cassie filing a lawsuit against him for, I don't know the exact grounds of the lawsuit, but basically him, you know, performing different sexual acts with her against her consent, and doing things that were destroying to her character, to her self esteem as a woman. Um, just a lot of derogatory things. We don't really know the whole details of what happened. We only hear speculations from third parties that say that yeah, they witnessed Cassie getting abused by Diddy, allegedly getting abused by Diddy, and how he was very he didn't treat her the best, and he made her shave her head. Those were some of the allegations that he made her shave her head in order to embarrass her or to keep her in a certain a certain grasp that he could have over her, some control that he wanted over her. So let's go back. Let's go back in the days now. Let's go back. Let's go back. So I grew off of the bad boy crew, like the Locks, Junior Mafia, Lil Kim, um, Mace, all of them. Like I grew up off of all of them, and Diddy, all the music that he made with the Bad Boy Clique. I was a supporter of everybody. Um, Biggie's death, to me, I feel Biggie's death, allegedly, I do feel that Diddy had ties to it. I do believe he had some kind of knowledge that Biggie was going to die that day, but he didn't warn him, because at the end of the day, Diddy is a businessman. So I believe that what comes first to Diddy is his money. Anything, everything is about money, especially when you're in the music industry. There's so much different schemes and darkness and so much different entities out there, but making money and being in a powerful position is like the most important thing to a lot of people in the industry who have risen to a certain level. And Diddy, even though he was more maybe toward the middle of the totem pole, he still felt the need to want to have power over his artists. So that's why he allegedly made them sign NDAs to get their publishing back, but not to say anything about the whole process of them getting their NDA back, their publishing rights back. So there's a lot of shady business that's been going on over the years. But I think this is not only a Diddy issue. I think this is a multitude of different people in the industry, mainly the men in industry, taking advantage of women or people who are vulnerable because they really want to be artists. They really want to be in a music career. So they just kind of like go with the flow of things, thinking that this is natural because they see other people doing it, but it's really not. So anyway, back to Diddy and Notorious B.I.G. So Notorious B.I.G. and Diddy, I know was mainly a business partnership, but I do believe behind the scenes, from what I've heard and read and saw in interviews, that they had a relationship. Like he considered him kind of like close to him, Biggie, I believe. Maybe he didn't consider him like the best friend, but he I think he admired him for his leadership and his entrepreneurial skills and stuff of that nature. So they did kind of get along in that way. Um, I just honestly feel that Diddy allegedly had hands in his death because at the end, whenever you die and you are hitting a certain point of success before death, you end up getting more money. Well, the person who's in charge of your publishing and all your music ends up getting more money after your death because people are so in love with you that over the years, even 25 years later, people still talk about Biggie and will probably buy a Biggie album or anything of Biggie, you know? Because there's been so many of us that love Biggie over the years. So, you know, his name and his legacy still lives on through his music, and he's still, you know, money's being still being collected off of his name. Let's just be truthful. It's being collected off of his name. And I just think Diddy's just like a seedy guy. It's just whole aura about him. And I don't know him personally, so I can't say who he is as a person, but he does seem very schemy. Like he looks like he'll do whatever it takes just to make sure he's in control and that his money is being made. And if anybody's effing with his money, he's going to try to get them out no matter what. Or if anybody is going to try to come forward and destroy his name that he's created for himself, he's going to try to pay them off or silence them in some way. And, you know, it's really demonic, in my opinion. I honestly feel like Diddy has a lot of demons, and he's not a saint. He's not no brother love. I think, if anything, what he needs to do is really make amends, make peace with God for all the things that he probably did that we don't know about. But it's slowly being exposed now through all this Cassie allegations. I feel like Cassie was the floodgate to the truth. And not only about Diddy, but about multiple people in the industry and the shady ways that they treated women, especially using them as sex slaves and trafficking and all that different other stuff that happened. But I also have to say, us as women, you know, even though we really are passionate about something that we love, like music or whatever field it is, you know, even in work, you know, you might be passionate about what you do, but there needs to be a certain boundary that you can't allow people to cross with you. Like, people can't be able to talk to you in kind of way just because you know, they feel that, okay, you want the job so much that you'll take whatever. No, I'm a person at the end of the day. I have feelings and certain things. I have morals, I have standards, and I'm not going to allow you to just come and tell me what to do all the time, especially if it's the wrong thing. And I feel like what Diddy did was prey off of vulnerable people. Maybe Cassie, I can't say who Cassie is because I don't know her either. But maybe she came into the industry being vulnerable, like most of the people in the industry do. You know, they don't really know where to go, you know, yeah, they really don't know anything about the industry. So once they meet somebody like Diddy, who seems to know it all and seems to have very good managerial skills and seems to know the industry in and out, he's been in the game for over how many years, right? So, like, why not trust a man who's older than you and is almost like a father figure in a way where, you know, I could learn something from him, you know? So I'm pretty sure Cassie came in with that mindset. Hey, I could learn something from Diddy and he could teach me a lot. He could elevate my career. And in the end, I felt like, you know, she was disappointed because she didn't really get what she wanted in the end. She didn't really get the notoriety as far as her work, as far as her talents go. You know, she was more so seen as Diddy's girlfriend. Um, and I think that really hurt her to some degree. You know, I felt like her self esteem got really ruined by this whole career, this music career thing. And I just really hope that more people will be firm and stand up and just confess to certain things that they may seem. But I know that the music industry is demonic. So sometimes whenever you do say stuff, there's a price you have to pay. And we all know the prices people have to pay sometimes. One minute they're okay, everything's cool, they're doing good. Next minute you hear that allegedly something happened, they died, they got murdered, they got shot. You all know that's something, but that's a different story. But I do believe he had a hands in a lot of things. Even his own baby mother, Kim Porter. I believe that she was the one who was going to probably say something to reveal all the things that Diddy did, and the way he had to silence her was to get rid of her. And I heard allegedly that there was going to be a tell-all book by someone close to her that was going to reveal all the things that she went through with Diddy. And I think he wanted to stop all that. So he did his little business thing and he Unfortunately, Kim Porter is no longer with us to really speak for us. But I do believe God works in mysterious ways. And Cassie opened the floodgates, like I said, to possibly other people who could expose him and shed some light to what's been going on. I don't believe it's only Diddy, like I said, that had hands in different things. I believe other people were involved as well. Um, and even his bodyguard, it's just a shame that you're a bodyguard to someone and you witness all these bad things that he's done. Now you want to speak up about what he's done, but yet you didn't do anything in a moment when he was doing it. So you're just as bad as him, in my opinion. Because his bodyguard, I think his name is Jene. I forgot the last name. He was saying like, "Oh yeah, I witnessed all the abuse that he did to Cassie and all the other bad things that Diddy did." But did he ever come forward and say, "Hey, I don't want to work with Diddy anymore because I see he's being mistreating of women and he's doing all these demonic things. I'd rather just, be a bodyguard to someone else who's a little bit more, pleasant to be around, maybe." He didn't choose to. He just continued to stay with him. So, and then also, one of the bodyguards, I don't know if it was the same one, when Notorious died, he said that Diddy was in a car by himself. Well, not by himself, but with other people. And Biggie, Lil C's, and some other people were in the next vehicle after Diddy left the club that night because there was some kind of celebration going on. So Diddy sped off, they said, in the interviews that I seen on YouTube, that he allegedly sped off, even broke a red light, ran past a red light. And then the second vehicle, which was Biggie in it, left, after the red light turned green. He went past the red light. Some women were looking at him, trying to catch his attention. So they were paying attention to the woman as well. Very similar to Tupac's alleged death. But that's a different story. I'll get to that another day. So, yeah, some girls were looking at him in the car as he was in, whenever he was at a stoplight or something. And the next thing, shots ran out and it hit Biggie. And I think the lethal shot was like in his abdomen somewhere. And they rushed him off to the hospital. And I remember just watching a Puff Diddy interview back in the days around the time Biggie passed. And he had mentioned that the last words that Biggie said was that he just wants his music to live on, and something about music and making money and just, people just remembering him for the music. And I forgot the exact wording he said, but it was very like business, very business. And I don't think people's last words would be, "Oh, I just want to be remembered for, my music only." Like most of the time when people are about to die, they're like, "Oh, please just tell somebody I love them." But who knows? He could have said something like that. But just that interview he had, it was an interview on BET that Diddy had, Puff Diddy at the time, had with this light skinned guy, and he was talking to him about the death, and he had this look on his face as if like, "Oh yeah, well his legacy's gonna live on because he's gonna still be his music is still gonna be out there, and I'm still gonna you know be in charge of that and stuff like that." But there was no like, you didn't feel any heart behind it. It was just more so just like, "Oh, I'm going to benefit from this situation," type thing. That's the vibe I got. So please, guys, let me know your opinion in the comments below. What you think is next for Diddy. Do you feel like more people are going to step forward? Do you feel like Diddy's going to end up trying to pay off everybody, try to keep people silent? I also think that Aubrey from Danity Kane, she's always been feisty with Diddy. She might end up speaking because she said that in an interview that she never allegedly signed an NDA to keep her silent. So maybe she'll step forward and say more stuff. I know she's done a few interviews about the situation. So let me know in the comments if you think that Diddy's going down like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Do you feel like it's gonna be worse for him? Do you feel like, he's just gonna it's gonna blow over one day and he's gonna end up being okay again? Tell me what you feel in the comments. But I honestly feel that Diddy is going down. And I think that one of his sons, not his biological. I believe one of the sons was Kim Porter's son, and she had it with Albie Shore. And I think he took over fatherhood for him, like became the legal father for him. I'm not quite sure how that story is, but I know he's not the biological father of him. So that light skinned boy, I don't know his name, I'm sorry, but I believe he's gonna be the one to say something eventually. I feel like they've been holding back so much, but I think he's gonna be the one to break the ice and say something about his dad. So let's see what happens, guys. Yeah, but I am all for the takedown of Diddy because I don't believe Diddy's a good guy, and a lot of guys in the industry aren't good as well. But he's done a lot of bad things, not only just mistreatment of women. I allegedly feel like he's done worse things. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Tell me if you like the video. Please like, please subscribe. It's me, Lily. My name is Felicia once again. I'm from New York. And I'm trying to just start my videos, my YouTube career, see where it goes. I know I don't have the best video qualities now. Hopefully in the future it'll get better. Right now I'm just using the iPad. So let me know what you think. And talk to you soon. Much love. Peace and blessings. Bye.